another video. I hope you're all doing really well. I feel like I might have manifested the perfect setup, situation, scenario for today's video, and I am thrilled about it. So yesterday, it got to about 12 o'clock and I'm not kidding you, it was beaming sunshine. It felt like the warmest summer's day. We were literally in the garden, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and I said to Sam, it is typical because last week when we were out and about doing things, it was rainy, it was gloomy, it was drizzly, it was the kind of weather that made me just want to stay inside and get cozy and get all my pumpkins out. And I said to him, I really want to film a decorate for autumn with me tomorrow, and I'm really hoping for some autumny, cosy, drizzly, gloomy autumn weather. And we've woken up and look at it outside. Honestly, couldn't have asked for better weather for our decorate with me. I'm trying to show you how drizzly and rainy it is. Excuse the weeds on the patio. So yeah, what better perfect day than to get all the decorations out and decorate the whole house for autumn, and I am so excited to bring you guys along for it. I have literally laid out everything on the table. I did this yesterday in my weekly vlog, you would have seen, because I wanted to kind of get my head around the decorations that we've got and kind of start like mentally planning where I'm going to put them all in our house, because our house isn't huge. It's a big house for just the two of us and we absolutely love our house, but it's not a huge house. So finding spaces for loads of decorations can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. You've kind of got to be a bit strategical about it, because I also don't like bombarding the house with decorations. So I laid everything out and our dining table is full to the brim, so I'm going to give you a lowdown of everything we've got, tell you where everything's from. I've built up a really nice collection over the last couple of years. Didn't really decorate for autumn the year before last. Last year was kind of the first year that we did this. So this collection has kind of come from the bits that I've got this year and last year. So yeah, it's just a really nice collection of stuff and I'm really happy with it now. I don't think I need much more. I think we've got to the sort of optimum autumn decor stash now. So I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to show you the table and we can go through all the bits that we've got to put out this year. Okay, so this is what the autumn stash is looking like at the moment. So we've kind of got two colour schemes going on. You'll probably notice from initially looking at the table, we've got like a more neutral, muted side of things with whites, like eucalyptusy greens, some greys, some paler shades. And then over here, we've kind of got more traditional autumn tones. So like the warmer oranges, the reds, the browns. There's just a mixture of things going on here. So my initial thoughts for this is this side of the table to go in the kitchen, because as you can see, this is our dining table. We've got obviously a wooden table and we've got our like tanned leather chairs. This is actually my favourite piece of furniture in the house, is our dining table. I absolutely love it. But I feel like this collection of stuff is going to go better in here than this kind of stuff. We're only going to decorate really the downstairs, so we're focusing on the living room in there and then obviously the kitchen in here. And you can see obviously our kitchen sides are like a browny taupey colour, and then we've got the cream sides. Everything's just a bit dark in here, and I just feel like this side's going to go better in here. And then this side is going to be the living room decks. So we've got like black and a really cool like nude tone on the paneling in there, which goes really well with these bits. So this side is living room, this side is kitchen. So let's start off with the more traditional autumny bits. So I've picked these up. I've actually shown these in a video this year already, because I picked these up a week or two ago. They were from the range. The range have a really nice selection of dried flowers this year, and they're really reasonably priced. These bunches were £4 each, so I got a few of those, and they've got really gorgeous like purpley brown shades in, some bunny tails. So the plan for these is to make my own little bouquets by combining all of these different flowers together in some of the vases that we've got dotted around. And then this wreath, again, I showed this in my weekly vlog yesterday, is from a company called Lights for Fun. It does have like tiny lights going through it, which I'm really excited to see what it looks like all lit up. We actually need to go through everything and put batteries where they are lights, where lights are even. But this I'm sort of envisioning maybe on the door here I feel like will go really nicely, and it actually comes with 2 different colours of ribbon in there, so you can keep it for Christmas too, which I love. These are the candles that we've got from HomeSense this year. I just went for a pumpkin spice, but I love the lid on this one. I thought it went really well with the kitchen table. And then an autumn morning candle. I also picked these up the other day from B&M because I just thought they were perfect for autumn candles. I absolutely love the little glass bottle that they're in, and I feel like they're going to look really nice, probably styled in the living room alongside all the other white things, because that's where we like the most candles as well. Also picked up a diffuser from HomeSense or TK Maxx this was. I loved the bottle that it was in, and I feel like I always overlook the diffusers in TK Maxx and HomeSense, but they're always really reasonable. I think that was about £5. This is from Lights for Fun. I don't know whether this is going to go out or not this year, because I feel like it would only go with this side of things, and I don't know whether we're going to have room in the kitchen, but we will see as we go. A White Company dupe from Lights for Fun. I show this in my weekly vlog as well. It's an artificial candle. Absolutely love that. This was from TK Maxx. It's like a ceramic jar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take the lid off. It's a bit of an anomaly though, because it doesn't really go with anything else, but I just saw the matte black. Obviously our living room is half black, and just had to pick it up, so we'll see how we go with that. These little pumpkins, oh my god, I love these. They are adorable. They are little tea light holders, so you pop a little tea light in the back. I picked these up from the range last year. They were actually in like the Halloween arts and crafts section for the kids, and you can like paint them because they're like a porcelain. But I've liked to just keep them white, because obviously they go with our autumn decks, and these on a dark night when you've lit the tea light inside of them are the cutest little things, because they just look like obviously lit up tiny little miniature pumpkins. And for Halloween last year I actually made a little display in the window near our front door and lit all of these and sort of like staggered them amongst our real pumpkins that look really cute. This is from a local small business, this little pumpkin, absolutely love that. This is Lights for Fun. This one actually lights up as well, which I'm really excited about. This wreath, absolutely love this. This is one of my favourites. This is from Lights for Fun. Again, we got this last year. It does have all lights running throughout it, and we also got the matching garland, which we usually put along the unit underneath the TV in the living room. These are just some plain ceramic pumpkins, again from the range last year. These are just handy to style next to candles and little things like that. These are so cute. They're glass, so I have to be really careful with them, but they are also from Lights for Fun. And they obviously light up, because most of the things from Lights for Fun, obviously they light up, which is what I love, because when it's like a dark, cozy night, stick all the lights on and it just creates the most cozy atmosphere. This is another candle I picked up this year. I absolutely loved the pot that it was in. It just looks like a slice of bark. It is actually like ceramic and it smells amazing. So that's just to add to the cozy candle vibes. This was from Home Bargains, I think. This big ceramic porcelain one, again, was from the range last year. This is from Lights for Fun. It's got a fake candle in it that lights up. Love that. Then we've got these couple of bits that I showed in my weekly vlog, my last weekly vlog. I picked these up from a local small business and they are beautiful. Love this pumpkin. All the artificial candles that you see here are from Lights for Fun as well. This was actually our Christmas decoration. We got this in the Christmas range at Home Bargains last year, and it's got a tea light holder inside it, but I love the shade of the wood. I feel like it goes with this collection of autumn stuff really well. And again, when you put a candle in it and light it up, it's just such a cozy vibe, and it gives off like the nicest reflections of light in the living room. So we like to get that out for autumn now as well. This, my mum actually got me this years ago when I was at uni, but it's a candle topper, so it's actually Yankee candle, I think, and it fits perfectly on the big jars, the big Yankee jars, or the big Home Bargains, can't remember the name of the brand, but they sell the big jar candles as well, and that fits perfectly on there. And when it's lit up, honestly, it just gives off the most cozy shadows and lights. Absolutely love that. And then last but not least, these terracotta pumpkins are from Lights for Fun and they light up. These are actually outdoor pumpkins, so I think we are going to put these outside of our front door, but we want to get some wooden pallets and stuff, or wooden crates to kind of layer them with some real pumpkins and everything, but they come with a little remote, which I thought was really handy. I love the look of those. Absolutely love terracotta. Look at the weather. It's still pouring down. So that is pretty much a lowdown of everything. If I've missed anything out, let me know in the comments if you want to know where anything is from. I think now I am going to make myself a coffee before we get started. I've got my tripod out as well because I am attempting to TikTok this as well as obviously film it for YouTube. I'm thinking about trying to make like an autumny coffee. Maybe we can sprinkle some cinnamon on top. Cinnamon on top. I was going to get some like autumny coffee syrups, but I don't like pumpkin spice. So if you know any other coffee syrups that are kind of autumny cozy vibes that aren't pumpkin spice, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely grab some. But yeah, let's make a coffee and then we can get on with decorating. Okay, so I've said that we're obviously going to be decorating the kitchen first. Obviously all the things are on the kitchen table, so we can't do the table just yet, which is a bit of a silly move for me. But we have got the windowsill that I want to style, and then there's a few little bits around the kitchen that I also want to tweak and replace with some autumny bits. What I'm trying to do, instead of bring everything out and clutter everywhere, I'm trying to replace things that we already have with autumn things, if that makes sense. So like the decor that we already have out, I'm going to take away and just replace, rather than take out more things and then it just looks too much and too cluttered, because as I say, each room isn't huge, so we don't want to bombard. But what I'm going to do first is style our windowsill in the kitchen, because cozy season, obviously we're cooking in here. I love to bake in the kitchen when it's cozy season. Like, that is my favourite thing to do on a weekend, like when it's a cold morning and you just get all your baking bits out and it's just so chill and cozy. So I'm going to do the windowsill because I always like to have candles on there, like when I'm baking in here. First thing I do in the morning is come down and light a candle. So around the windowsill area, I want to style that. And the first thing that I want to use is this little thing that I picked up from the local small business that I popped into. It's like a ceramic jug, and I want to create like a little miniature dried flower display or bunch in here. Style that on the windowsill with a few little bits around it. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I know I initially said we're going to do the kitchen first and then the living room, but that was just a stupid move from me because all of the stuff is on the dining table, which is one of the parts that I want to put some bits on. So I think what we're going to do now is go into the living room, put all of this stuff out in the living room, and then that will free up a lot of space on the dining table, and then we can sort of work from there, if that makes sense. Okay, so for us, or for me anyway, the most important part of our living room, styling wise, especially in the cozy season, is this TV unit, because we've got our sofa on the opposite side facing this way, and when we've got the telly on you can just see this, so it's really cozy. Like when you get all the candles and all the lights on, this is like the main focus of the room really, and it's the part that makes it feel the most coziest. And I look forward to autumn because this part in autumn is just probably one of my favourite bits in the whole house when it's decorated for autumn, because it just creates the most cosy vibe in this living room. I can't even explain how it makes me feel. It's honestly the most warming, cosy feeling ever. So I really focus on this part of the living room. This is the main reason why we got this unit, to be fair, is to style it and to add candles and things like that. So at the moment obviously we've just got a couple of vases. I've got this vase here with these artificial flowers in, that's from a company called Contempi, which is a gorgeous company. They kindly sent me these. These are artificial, but they're really obviously summery and springy, so we're going to replace those. I might keep this vase though, and maybe just replace the stems with some of the dried flower stems that we've got. I think that'll look really nice. I don't know whether to take away that big vase and maybe put it in the kitchen, maybe create something for the dining table in that, or just pack it away until next year probably. We've got Sam's birthday cards out at the moment, so obviously I'm going to take those down. I also like to style these two shelves as well for autumn. Normally I don't bother because it can look quite cluttered, but it's nice to just dot a few things around there. So I'm going to take everything off and replace it with autumn, probably apart from this glass vase here, and everything else can go and be replaced and autumnified. Okay, so I had a feeling when I was putting those dry flowers in that they weren't going to go with the rest of the decor that I had planned for this TV unit. I don't think they do. I feel like they match more with the kitchen vibe that I'm going for, with like the browns and the neutrals and like the warmer colours, rather than the fresh, cool eucalyptus whites and stuff that I'm using here. So I might put this in the centre of the dining table instead. I feel like it will go much better there, and then we can carry on with adding the pumpkins and stuff either end, because I feel like that will be enough and that will work well on this unit. This is where we've got so far with the TV unit, but I'm not 100% sure on it. I feel like I'm in the most indecisive mood ever. I really wanted this little bottle of matches to work on here, but I just can't find a place for it because I feel like it should be 3 and 3. So they might have to end up going in that drawer there. But we're gonna have a little tea and cake break because I've got a bit of a headache. This is strenuous, this autumn decorating, and I popped into Lidl earlier, walked past the bakery, saw these and literally could not resist. They are cheesecake brownies, so I thought we could make a cup of tea and try those together and have a little bit of a break. Okay, let's try one of these brownies. These bags are massive. Oh my god, look at that. Looks so good. My mouth is literally watering. Oh my god. When I tell you, that's probably the nicest brownie I've ever had. Oh my god, yum. Okay, so while we are procrastinating about the TV unit, I'm going to open this diffuser because I don't know whether to put it maybe on the windowsill in here, or I'm either thinking the bathroom down here or the windowsill or the in here or the kitchen. So let's give it a sniff. Oh, it smells exactly how I was hoping it would. So I think this is what we're sticking with for now. And then we've just got up here a little pumpkin that is from the range. I'm going to pop a tea light in here, and then obviously overnight time we can light that. These light up obviously the fake candles, and then this is a candle jar that I picked up from TK Maxx this year that's a 3 wicker. So I've kind of put these bits in their places with light in mind, so that when we sit and chill here of an evening, we'll have the cozy lights and the candles up here. We've obviously got our lamp in that corner, and then we'll have sort of equal light on each side. So now we can move back into the kitchen where we've got the remainder of the autumn decor left, and oh, nearly smashed it. We've got a new addition which has come from that TV unit, which I think works really well in here, to be fair. I'm going to style this in the middle of this table and have a little play around with a few little bits in here now. I can't believe I almost forgot our wreath for the living room, so I'm going to go and hang this up now. This goes on the door here so that when this is open, obviously you can see this and it matches with our garland down there. Okay, so as I was just going around putting all the batteries in all the light up things, I had a little switch around here. I just popped this candle holder that we had originally at the end of here with the fake Lights of Fun candle in, because I just feel like it gives it a bit of height, and it goes obviously with the matte black candle. So I'm quite happy with this little setup now. Yeah, this is everything that's left now. This is going to go as part of the centre decoration that I'm going to do on the dining table once I've cleared all of this off. This wreath is going to go on this door, and then obviously we've just got like a couple of candles and bits that I'm going to scatter around the kitchen, I think. I've moved this pumpkin that was originally on this windowsill, and I've popped the falling leaves diffuser on here. I don't know if this looks a bit naff, this dried flower thing. I'm not 100% keen on it. Let me know your thoughts. so I've just tidied everything away apart from what I want to style on here, and I've got like a little collection of things that I think will match together and go really nicely on this table. So obviously the centrepiece is going to be this vase of dried flowers. I feel like they work really well in this vase with the bottleneck, which is quite a coincidence because obviously I didn't buy the vase for the flowers. So I'm really chuffed with that, and I feel like it goes in the kitchen really well because of the smoked dark glass as well. So I'm going to pop that in the middle here, I think, and then I've left aside this jute brownie pumpkin that was originally on the windowsill. I've moved it here because I feel like it will go really nicely alongside these dried flowers as well. And then I've got the pumpkin spice candle from DW Home from Home Sense that we got. This has got this really nice patterned wooden lid that I think works really well with our dining table as well, and it smells beautiful. So I'm going to pop this in the collection as well, and then for a bit of ambience and a bit of light, because we keep it quite dark in the kitchen as well with just the cupboard spotlights on usually, I have popped this like faux artificial candle from Lights for Fun, but it's got all the orange and the cinnamon around the edges, which I think works really well with this little setup. And obviously this is got the orange jar, so I feel like it's just a nice little collection of bits that work really well together. I'm just going to play around and see where to position them, and then I think we're pretty much there. We are very nearly there with the autumn decor. Everything's out. There is one more thing that I want to do, and not gonna lie, I have been really excited about doing this. We got this jar last year, I mentioned earlier, from Home Bargains, and we actually filled it with like sweets, and when the trick-or-treaters came, that was like what we gave the sweets out of. And we did have like some pick and mix and stuff in there, like some Halloweeny ones we got from Poundland. And when Sam's niece and nephew and that came round, we had it on the table and it was just like a little sweet jar. But this year, I've got another idea for it. So this morning, I popped into Lidl and I picked up some cookies because we have had, as you can probably see here, a biscuit jar or a biscuit tin in the last week or so, and the only thing with it is me and Sam cannot be trusted with a biscuit tin. Like, that's why it's empty right now. This was filled to the brim, but within a couple of days it's empty, so I'm kind of setting us up for failure doing this. All of these cookies are probably going to be gone by tomorrow morning, but it's the aesthetic and I'm hoping that they'll stay in the jar so that it's like a cute, cosy, autumny cookie jar. So I'm going to replace this jar with our autumny pumpkin cookie jar. And I've seen people like organise their biscuits in jars like this really aesthetically and like stack them up and alternate them and things like that, so I'm going to have an attempt at doing that. So that is the biscuit jar, the cookie jar. Finished. Look how cute that looks. Oh my god, I am literally obsessed with that. The pattern didn't really go to plan because there was more of some than the others, but we got a little stacking thing going on. I think it looks cute. I'm going to put that there. And it smells amazing because some of the cookies were chocolate orange, which I thought would be really nice and autumny, so that smells incredible. is going to go ahead and wrap up this decorate for autumn with me. I really hope you've enjoyed getting cozy, and I really hope you like it. Let me know your feedback in the comments if you change anything or tweak anything, or if I've put anything in the wrong place that you think. I'd really appreciate your opinion. Thank you so much as always, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.